Happy Friday, everybody. It is the 18th of August, which means my birthday is only a few days away, and I cannot wait. So, I had planned to do this first burrito video in my home office and all that, but today's the kids' last swim day, and I want to make sure I get there in time to do that, and I don't want to rush it. It's a little emotional at some point. But yeah, either way, so I'm driving home and we're gonna knock out this first Burrito Friday right now. I'm not gonna miss it this week, no. So here's the thing, if you missed the whole introduction of what a burrito is in my eyes, basically is the quote I say is, if your job is to make a burrito, make the best damn burrito possible. And that's what we're here to do, right? Let's set ourselves up to make ourselves the best at whatever we do. And the idea there is, if you just do everything at a high level, it doesn't matter what it is, somebody will take notice and you will move forward without a doubt, unless you're the CEO of the company or something like that. And of course then, well, I mean, at that point you may be able to build your company enough where you can actually sell it off. So either way, the idea is do whatever you do at a high level. So who wants a crap burrito, right, where all the meat's up front and the beans are all the way in the back and the guacamole somewhere in the middle, and each bite is not giving you everything, right? It should be layered correctly and rolled correctly, and the tortilla not ripped and the salsa not dripping out and all that. So there we go. That's the concept of Burrito Friday. So for today, what I want to talk about is goals. Goals are essential to move forward and be the best at what you want to be. So there are different ways of setting up goals, and what I have found to be the best for me are short-term goals that are very achievable with some effort, of course, and setting them up in the SMART method of goals. And I don't mean SMART like, oh, that was a SMART. No, it's actually an acronym. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time limited. So what's that mean? Let's break it down by each one, and this way hopefully you can set up your goals to follow the SMART method. So SMART, specific. Don't just say I'm gonna lose a lot of weight. Be specific. I'm gonna lose 2 pounds per week for the next 5 weeks. And at that point then you can measure and make sure that you met or even surpassed. So that's specific. Measurable, that actually kind of falls into the same thing. At that point you can gauge if you are hitting 2 pounds a week, 3 pounds a week, 5 pounds a week, or 1.5 pounds, and then you can realign your goal at the end of it, right? So you can kind of have an idea. Achievable. 2 pounds makes sense to lose, and the reason I bring up weight is because I am trying to lose weight as well. So, but achievable, right? 2 pounds a week is in my mind doable. Saying you're gonna lose 15 pounds in 2 weeks and 30 pounds in a day or something, that's ridiculous. That's unhealthy and definitely not something that you can maintain. So that's where the achievable part comes. Realistic, same kind of thing, right? You got to make sure it's within your means, right? I can't say, hey, look, you know, I'm an assistant and tomorrow I want to be CEO. It's not going to be that quick, but you can say, hey, I want to be assistant, then office manager, then project manager, and then project director. You know, there's different levels. So know the levels that you're trying to get to, and then figure out what you need to do to get there. And that becomes the achievable goal. And then time limited. So you don't want to say, hey, I'm going to lose a lot of weight in however long it's going to take, or I'm going to be a CEO in 20 years, because 20 years is way too long for you to stay focused and hungry and driven. So let's say for myself, I want to become a project manager. That's a title that I'm looking to seek in work. So I want to become a project manager within the next 3 months. That's achievable. That's a time limited thing. In 3 months I want to be a project manager. So what's that mean? Well, that would mean that I need to get my resume built to be able to submit, to get the opportunity to even interview with companies for that position, give the company time to do their other interviews, bring me back for a secondary interview, and then bring me in hiring. So 3 months makes sense if I start doing my applications now. So that's what it is. So what I venture to you guys is basically build your SMART goals, and I would say build 3. 3 is manageable. Don't go too far off and build so many, and try to keep it within a quarter every, for 3 months, and do that, and let's keep doing it every month. We can check in, and then every 3 months I can say, okay, time for new SMART goals. You guys can put it in the comments what your SMART goals are, and we can track them. I mean, really, the idea here is if you do it if you do it constantly, it becomes that habit, and we want to create those good habits to make sure that you are making the best burrito possible. So with that, as always, you've been awesome. Don't ever change, except if the change is to make you better, and then get to that awesomeness and stay the same. And I'm only mentioning that because Nick has told me, well, your tagline is, be awesome, don't ever change. And now I'm telling you guys to change. You guys get it, right? So I love how awesome the people have watched and let me know, and I want you to stay at that awesomeness. But then career-wise, we're building. Long-winded answer to something that Nick brought up, but she makes sense. I totally agree. Anyways, have a great weekend, guys. Instagram stories will be up next, Saturday, Sunday, and then uploaded on Monday. Monday is my birthday, so there might be a special presentation version of the vlog, and we'll go from there, guys. Again, have a good one, and let's make the best burrito possible.